The Teaching Economist is a newsletter that I started writing in 1991. The idea was to look at the work being done by mostly cognitive scientists about how we teach, how we learn, and to make that available to economics instructors. It's a little ironic that as instructors, we never had any courses on teaching. You know, we earned PhDs, and we may have been a TA, but we certainly didn't get much guidance. So we sort of all would work on sort of an ad hoc basis, what seems to work, and maybe we'd get married to a certain way of teaching and we'd get invested in it, we'd sort of persuaded. But we had no proof about the effectiveness of things. As economists, we like to use resources efficiently. And one of the resources that we'd like to use efficiently are our time and the students' time. That's probably the most precious, those are the most precious resources in the proposition. So the idea was to make some of this information available, summarize it, put it out there. It still is in written form. It's available on the web now, of course, too. We have a page called The Grapevine where professors send in experience they've had, ideas they've had about teaching, about sensationalizing their lectures. To get into arguments about the effectiveness of this or that, online teaching, teaching in different ways, breaking up the classroom. Now there's flipping the classroom is the latest one where you sort of have the students do the serious work beforehand, then come in and you sort of more as an instructor interact with them. There are always new ideas coming down, and this is sort of a forum. The Teaching Economist is a forum to kind of shake them out, and I try to report on a lot of books that I read in the area, better or worse. It's like taking everything and applying it to how does this affect teaching economics. So when I look at some book that may not relate to teaching at all, but you can find pieces of that will be useful in the classroom and help us think about the way we teach, then that's what I write about. The idea ultimately is to make teaching more interesting, more fun, more effective.